Good morning. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. I want to talk to you about your imagination, about spending some time creating a fantasy and then going into the world, believing that the world is a beautiful place, imagining how it would be if you were happy, healthy, wealthy. What would your life be like? What would it be like if you were going to work loving what you do? You're happy, you're healthy, you're providing a service. You are so excited to start the day. There's no worries about yesterday, about resentments or grief or what anyone has done to you. There's no fear about what someone is going to do to you or that you're not enough. You are a magnificent creative being, and you've been gifted with intelligence. You've been gifted with 6 mental faculties that the world doesn't teach you about. We know how to use our 5 sensory factors. We know that we can see, smell, taste, touch, and hear, but the animals can do that. You are God's highest form of creation. You have been gifted with 6 intellectual faculties. You may not have ever heard this before. So I want to tell you that you have higher mental faculties. You have perception. You can look around you and decide that life is hard or life is beautiful and easy and flowing and has challenges that strengthen you, and you are becoming a better version of yourself the more you overcome difficulties and grow and change and develop. You're not the same person you were as a baby. You are the same person, but you've changed. You've been given information that some people have told you things about you that you believed, and your perception of yourself might be that that's true, and you go through life worrying and doubting. What if you chose to believe that you are co-creating your life with God? What you think about, you bring about, and you have an idea, a concept of yourself that you are enough. You can breathe and not worry about the criticisms and judgments of others, and you can stop criticizing and judging yourself so harshly. You can decide that today is going to be wonderful, easy, flowing. What you perceive is what you receive. You have another mental faculty that is your beautiful imagination. You can choose to see a vision of what you would love to bring into your life. That takes relaxing and allowing your mind to wander and thinking about what you are grateful for, thinking about imagining a life of ease and flow and wealth and health and love and joy, instead of using your imagination against yourself. As human beings, we're so programmed to look for every threat in our environment. Like in the caveman days, You're to be on high alert watching for saber-toothed tigers, but now we're on high alert watching for enemies, watching for what could go wrong, watching and believing in criticisms and judgments. What if we could just put that aside for now? Say, I'll think about that later. And imagine a life that you could truly enjoy. If you were enjoying every day of your life, what kind of work would you be doing? You wouldn't want to just lay around doing nothing all day. That gets really boring. What if every day you woke up excited for whatever today unfolds, eagerly anticipating maybe a new adventure, maybe how you are helping others, maybe what you are learning and growing and becoming. You can use your imagination for all sorts of things. And then you've been gifted with another mental faculty of the will, not willpower forcing yourself to do something, but power of the will choosing to hold a beautiful picture in your mind, not worrying about what's happening outside, not worrying about what's going on in the politics or the economy or challenges that you're facing, but holding a beautiful image of what you truly desire to be living in love, in peace, in happiness, in fulfillment. What you are about to do today is creating a beautiful life for yourself and others. Imagine the beautiful vision that you can bring to this beautiful mind of how you truly want to be living, and spend a few minutes holding it there with your will. Think about something that you really want, something that makes your heart sing. Remember a time that you were little and you were skipping down the street or playing, or it was the last day of school and you felt so free. When was the time that you were truly grateful? Maybe you received a gift. Maybe a gift you gave someone else lifted their heart and they appreciated you so much. What does it feel like to be free, at ease, confident, comfortable, loved? Get a picture in your mind of what that feels like and hold it for a moment. When you practice focusing your attention on what you love, what you appreciate, what you're grateful for, what you really desire, you fill yourself up with those feelings of love and abundance, of peace and joy, and then you start to draw to yourself like a magnet everything that is in harmony with what you really want. Get excited for the day. And the more often you do this, you create future memories. We all know memories. We all have beautiful memories of the past. We also have memories that keep coming up that we don't want. And when we focus on those memories that we don't want, they become bigger and we attract more of what we don't want because we're in harmony. We've magnetized ourselves to feelings of inadequacy or I am not enough or chaos and poverty. We want to let that go. We have the ability to reason. We can think, is this making me happy and healthy? Or is this taking me down a path of resentment and criticism? You've been gifted with reason. Practice your thinking ability, thinking about what you want and letting go of what's hurt you, letting go of past memories that cause you pain and anguish, because as you think, as you focus on those past memories that cause you pain, you continue that feeling. The chemical residue of those past memories flood into your being, and you become a magnet to attract to you more of what you don't want. It's so important to realize that the past is past. And as you focus on a deep desire of what you do prefer, what you do want, you can create a memory that every day you can think about, what do I want? How would it feel to be loved? How would it feel to be in the state of joyful purpose, creating a life that I love, creating what I truly desire, letting go of past resentments and criticisms that are only hurting me. It takes practice. It takes building your will. You can build your will by focusing your attention on practicing just staring at a dot on the wall or staring at a candle flame and focusing your attention, building up that beautiful will that you've been gifted with. And when thoughts come in that are unpleasant, use your reasoning ability to say, next, that's not something that I want. Let's bring in a beautiful idea, but that takes practicing sitting still, calming your mind, settling down your body. Sometimes your body might feel like a wild stallion wanting to run and gallop and take off and do everything and go, 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 because you've been taught that if you're not doing something, you're not making things happen, you're lazy. Well, I'm here to tell you that practicing in your mind an idea, a fantasy, something that you truly desire, and getting into the state, what that would feel like is the most important work you can do. It's preparing you for your future. Everything begins in the mind. Everything started as a fantasy. The home that you live in, the vehicle that you drive, the clothes that you wear, the furniture around you, the cell phone you're using, the television you're watching, the computer you're using, the books you're reading, they were all fantasies. They started out in someone's imagination. And as the person, the author, the inventor thought about how that would feel, they designed solutions that have changed the world. You sitting quietly, imagining your life as you truly want it to be, is not a waste of time. It is designing your future. If you don't design your future, you're going to carry your past forward into the future. And rather than saying, I don't want that, I'm trying to do something different, I'm trying to push away what I don't want, there is no law of assertion. There is only a law of attraction. But that's really the law of perpetual transmutation of energy, the law of vibrational energy. What you get emotionally involved in attracts to you everything that's vibrating in a like energy, in a similar frequency. Do you want to attract peace, joy, love? Then you can't be feeling miserable, tired, inadequate, because we attract what we are, not what we want. What is it that you truly desire? How would it feel? Why do you want it? The gift of reason gives us the ability to think. Thinking is our highest function. It is our inductive reasoning faculty that gives us the ability to originate individual thoughts and bring them together to form ideas. We can observe what we're doing and then think of ideas of how we can do better. And since we are in control of our own thinking faculty, don't spend any time thinking negative thoughts. Although they might come automatically, they generate more ideas of why something can't be done. So use your beautiful gift of perception when you see something that causes you to think something cannot be done. Change your perception of the situation. Change your mind. Look at the polar opposite. Originate an idea on how it can be done. Use your imagination. Your imagination creates fantasies. Fantasy is the first stage of creation in life. Use the creative process. Start with a fantasy. What would it look like what I wanted was real? Get a picture in your mind. Without the aid of your imagination, there could be no creation in your life. Everything is created first. Everything is created first in your mind, and then when it manifests in your material world. So everything is created twice. Just like this picture was created first as a fantasy in the painter's mind, and then it was recreated on canvas. If you want to write a book, first you get the idea, you see the picture, and then all the ideas come together, you form it into words on paper. As it develops into a book, then someone else can read what was once only in your mind, in your imagination. When you look around at what you don't want, you can say, I don't think that's what I want. And begin to think of what you do want. Think thoughts that will create the idea of what you want. then your thoughts will cause you to change your mood, change your feeling, change your state of being. And as you change your state of being, your feelings, those feelings will cause you to take new actions. And as you act differently, as you develop new behaviors, you'll start to see new results produced in your life. As you consciously observe the new result, you can mentally adapt to the new results and immediately begin to think the thoughts that create the idea of how to improve upon it. Remember, it starts with the thought. The thought causes the feeling causes the action causes the result. What do you really want? Start with that beautiful fantasy. Don't let the outside world control you. You stay in control of a beautiful image that you want to manifest into your reality. And as you get a beautiful vision of what that looks like, as you get into that vibrational energy of how that would feel, you are now on the same frequency of people, resources, circumstances, conditions, situations, everything that you need to take you to that beautiful goal. So as you sit quietly thinking about what that goal would feel like, you start to get impulses, you start to get ideas, you get an intuitive thought. It is your intuition, your sixth mental faculty, another beautiful gift that you have been given, and that allows you to pick up vibrations and translate those vibrations in your beautiful mind. Your intuition permits you to know, and to know that you know what is happening around you. Intuition is often referred to as a sixth sense, but it is not a sense, it is one of your higher faculties, and you can develop it to an extraordinary degree. What do you truly desire? How would it feel to live that way? How does it feel now that you are living your beautiful goal? Use your imagination when you're faced with a problem or situation that isn't going as planned. Write it out and then use your imagination to think of ways that you could improve it. Tap in to other possibilities on how you can improve the situation. Get a blank piece of paper and write down a brief description and brainstorm ways that you could improve. And as you're sitting and thinking of how you want things to be, let your imagination go. Allow yourself to think from your desired result, from how you would love to feel, how you would love to be living. Ideas will come to you seemingly out of the blue, and that will allow you to transform the situation. Create a new point of view. Imagine you are someone who, without a doubt, you could succeed in this situation. Your imagination is a marvelous and miraculous force. You can strengthen your 6 mental faculties, strengthen your imagination, strengthen your will, strengthen your thinking, reasoning ability. Use your memory for what you want instead of what you've been using it for. If you were created perfectly in God's image, and besides your 5 senses of being able to interpret your outside surroundings through what you see, hear, feel, taste, and touch, and you start to strengthen your 6 mental faculties of perception, will, imagination, memory, reason, and intuition, starting with, what do I really, really desire? How would my life change if I was happy, healthy, wealthy, loved, respected, joyful, peaceful, in a creative, calm state of being? Think from the wish fulfilled. What would it like to be living your fantasy? Write down what your fantasy is. Write down how you would feel if that was the way you were living. As you sit and contemplate this beautiful idea, this fantasy, using your imagination and holding it on the screen of your mind, being in it like you're enveloped in a movie and in a book. You're so into it that it feels absolutely real. Breathe in that beautiful feeling. Tap into the divine energy. Connect to universal. Connect to those thoughts and feelings, and your intuition will start to give you ideas of what to do next. You'll get impulses. It might sound crazy, but write it down and take action. Face your fears, and that will take you to the next level, and the next, and the next. And pretty soon you will be living that fantasy as your reality. If you need help, please reach out to me. Send me a message. I love helping people turn their fantasy goals into reality. Think from the beautiful picture in your mind. Don't think of it. Think from it. Think from the wish fulfilled, and your life will get better and better and better. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 7. Thank you.